Stop what you're doing. Listen carefully. Your future is being sabotaged, and you might not even realize it. Every day, small choices, habits, and decisions are quietly shaping the life you will live. Some of these choices lift you. Others hold you back. Every excuse you make steals time. Every delay builds regret. Every fear you let control your actions silently steals your potential. You know it deep down. You felt the frustration, the missed opportunities, the what-ifs that haunt your mind. But here's the truth. You don't have to live that way. You can stop sabotaging your future right now. You can take control. You can make the small, deliberate changes today that will compound into unstoppable momentum tomorrow. In this video, you'll discover the hidden forces that are holding you back and the exact mindset, habits, and actions you must adopt to reclaim your life, avoid years of regret, and finally achieve the success, freedom, and fulfillment you deserve. Watch closely. Your future depends on it. Most people don't realize their life is drifting until years are gone. It doesn't happen in one moment. It happens quietly through small choices made every day. What feels harmless now often becomes painful later. This message exists to stop that silent damage before it grows. You may think you still have time. That belief feels comforting, but it can be dangerous. Time moves forward whether you act or not. Every delay shapes your future without asking permission. Ignoring that truth is how regret begins. This is not about fear. It is about awareness. When you see clearly, you gain power. When you stay unaware, habits decide your direction. Awareness is the first step toward changing outcomes. If you listen closely, this message can shift your path. Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Because the earlier you wake up, the fewer years you lose. Comfort often feels like peace, but it can hide destruction. When life feels easy, growth slows down. Comfort removes urgency and replaces it with routine. Over time, routine becomes a cage. Many people confuse stability with progress. They stay in situations that feel safe but offer no growth. The mind prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar improvement. That is how potential stays locked away. True progress demands discomfort. Every meaningful change feels uncomfortable at first. The body resists it. The mind argues against it. But discomfort is often proof that growth is happening. If your life feels too comfortable, it may be time to question it. Comfort today can become regret tomorrow. Growth now prevents pain later. Life is rarely destroyed by one big mistake. It is usually damaged by many small ones. Skipped opportunities, ignored responsibilities, delayed decisions. Each one feels small in the moment. Small choices compound over time. The direction matters more than the speed. Even tiny daily actions move you closer or farther from your future goals. Nothing is neutral. What you repeat becomes normal. What becomes normal shapes your identity. Identity determines the life you build. This is why small habits carry massive power. When you change small behaviors early, you save yourself from large regrets later. The future rewards attention to the details most people ignore. Regret is not loud at first. It whispers. It shows up as curiosity about what could have been. Then it grows heavier with time. Eventually, it becomes a constant presence. Most regret comes from inaction, not failure. People regret the risks they never took more than the ones that didn't work. Missed chances hurt longer than mistakes. Fear often disguises itself as logic. The mind creates reasons to stay still. Those reasons sound smart, but they keep you trapped. Fear delays action by pretending to protect you. Facing fear early saves emotional pain later. Courage now prevents regret later. The cost of action is small compared to the cost of wondering. The future is not something you enter suddenly. You walk into it one day at a time. Each choice builds momentum. Each habit leaves a trace. Many people believe the future will magically improve, but improvement requires intention. Without direction, life defaults to comfort and distraction. That default slowly drains ambition. When you act with purpose, your future becomes clearer. Clarity grows through movement, not waiting. Action sharpens vision. Delay blurs it. Your future self depends on what you do today. Every disciplined step is a gift forward in time. Every excuse is a debt you will later pay. Most people underestimate how fast time moves. Days feel slow, but years disappear quickly. What feels distant now will arrive sooner than expected. Time does not warn you before it passes. Waiting feels safe because it avoids pressure, but waiting silently trains the mind to delay action. Over time, delay becomes a habit. Habits then decide outcomes. Every season of life has a window. When that window closes, effort costs more, energy changes, responsibilities grow, freedom becomes limited. Acting early multiplies results. Acting late multiplies stress. The difference between peace and regret is often timing. Your brain is designed to protect you, not grow you. It looks for safety, not progress. That is why resistance appears when change is required. The mind prefers what is known. Fear does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels like doubt. Sometimes it sounds like logic. It convinces you to stay where you are. Growth requires overriding that instinct. Not by force, but by awareness. When you understand the brain's pattern, you stop obeying it blindly. You are not broken for feeling resistance. You are human. But growth begins when you act despite it. Discipline is misunderstood by many people. They think it requires extreme effort. In truth, discipline is about consistency. Small actions repeated daily matter most. Motivation fades quickly. Discipline stays when motivation disappears. That is why relying on feelings leads to inconsistency. Structure creates stability. Successful people simplify their actions. They reduce choices. They create routines that remove decision fatigue. This protects progress. When discipline becomes automatic, growth accelerates. What once felt hard becomes normal. That is how futures are built quietly. The environment around you shapes your behavior more than willpower. What you see daily influences how you think. What you hear daily shapes belief. If negativity surrounds you, progress feels heavy. If low standards are common, mediocrity feels acceptable. This influence happens slowly but constantly. Changing environments often changes outcomes faster than motivation. New inputs create new patterns. New patterns create new habits. Protecting your environment is self-respect. It is not arrogance. It is strategy for long-term success. Self-talk is a private influence many people ignore. The words you repeat silently shape confidence. Repeated thoughts become beliefs over time. Negative inner dialogue weakens action. It creates hesitation and self-doubt. Even when opportunity appears, the mind pulls back. Positive thinking alone is not enough. Truth-based thinking matters more. Honest encouragement builds strength without illusion. When you change how you speak to yourself, behavior changes naturally. The inner voice becomes a guide instead of a barrier. Fear of failure often stops progress before it starts. Many people imagine the worst outcome and freeze. The mind exaggerates risk and ignores growth. This fear feels protective, but causes long-term damage. Failure is not a final result. It is information. Every mistake teaches direction and correction. Without feedback, improvement is impossible. Avoiding failure also avoids learning. Skills grow through error. Confidence grows through recovery. Strength develops through experience, not comfort. When failure is viewed as a lesson, action becomes easier. Progress speeds up when fear loses its power. Fear of success is less obvious, but equally limiting. Success brings change. Change threatens identity. The mind resists anything that alters familiarity. Growth can separate you from old patterns. It can change relationships. It can demand responsibility. These shifts feel uncomfortable. Some people stay small to stay accepted. They choose familiarity over fulfillment. This choice feels safe, but creates hidden frustration. Accepting growth means accepting change. When you allow evolution, your future expands naturally. Procrastination is often misunderstood. It is not laziness. It is emotional avoidance. Tasks trigger discomfort, so the mind escapes. Temporary distractions feel relieving, but relief is short. Guilt returns stronger. This cycle drains mental energy. Breaking procrastination starts with small action. Movement reduces emotional weight. Even imperfect progress breaks the loop. Once momentum starts, resistance weakens. Action creates clarity. Clarity builds confidence. Perfectionism often looks like high standards. In reality, it hides fear. Waiting to feel ready delays action indefinitely. Perfection becomes an excuse. Progress does not require perfection. It requires movement. Mistakes correct direction faster than planning ever can. People who grow fast allow imperfection. They adjust as they go. Learning happens during movement, not before it. Letting go of perfection unlocks speed. Speed builds experience. Experience builds mastery. Discipline and freedom are connected. Many believe discipline limits life. In truth, discipline creates options. Structure unlocks time and energy. Without discipline, chaos controls choices. Days drift without progress. Weeks pass without results. This creates frustration. With discipline, effort becomes predictable. Predictability builds trust in yourself. Self-trust builds confidence. When discipline becomes part of identity, freedom increases. You gain control over direction instead of reacting to life. Most people think clarity comes before action. In reality, clarity comes from action. Waiting to feel certain keeps you stuck in thought. Movement creates understanding. When you take small steps, confusion begins to fade. The mind learns through experience, not imagination. Each step reveals the next one. Indecision feels safer than action, but it drains confidence. The longer you wait, the heavier decisions feel. Momentum disappears. Action builds evidence. Evidence builds belief. Belief strengthens direction. This is how clarity is earned. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you build. Every completed action adds a layer of trust in yourself. People who lack confidence often lack evidence. They have not proven reliability to themselves. Promises are made but not kept. Keeping small commitments changes self-image. Each follow-through sends a signal of capability. That signal compounds daily. Confidence grows quietly, one action at a time. Over time, doubt loses authority. Energy determines performance more than talent. Without energy, even skill becomes useless. Fatigue weakens discipline and focus. Poor habits slowly drain energy reserves. Late nights, constant stress, no recovery. These costs appear later. Protecting energy is strategic. Sleep, movement, and rest are not luxuries. They are foundations of consistency. When energy improves, effort feels lighter. Productivity increases naturally. Progress becomes sustainable. Many people confuse busy with productive. Movement without direction creates exhaustion. Activity without purpose leads nowhere. True productivity focuses on impact. Fewer actions with higher value matter most. Everything else is noise. Learning to say no protects progress. Distraction steals future rewards. Focus preserves them. When effort aligns with purpose, results multiply. Direction transforms effort into achievement. Comparison quietly sabotages growth. Looking sideways distracts from your own path. Everyone moves at different speeds. Social comparison distorts reality. You see highlights, not struggles. This creates false pressure and self-doubt. Your timeline is personal. Progress cannot be rushed by comparison. It must be respected. When focus returns inward, growth accelerates, energy stops leaking, direction sharpens, identity shapes behavior more than goals. If identity stays unchanged, goals collapse. Long-term change requires self-image change. People act in alignment with who they believe they are. Behavior follows belief naturally. This pattern is powerful. Changing identity starts with small proof. Repeated action reinforces belief. Belief reshapes identity. When identity shifts, habits follow effortlessly. This creates lasting transformation. Distractions are rarely accidental. They are designed to capture attention. Attention fuels systems that profit from delay. Every distraction pulls focus away from purpose. Lost minutes accumulate into lost years. This damage is subtle. Protecting attention requires boundaries. Boundaries protect thinking. Thinking protects decisions. When focus is guarded, progress becomes visible. Time feels slower. Results arrive faster. Emotional control is a hidden advantage. Reactivity leads to regret. Calm thinking leads to better choices. Strong emotions cloud judgment. They push impulsive decisions. Long-term consequences are ignored. Learning to pause creates space. Space allows reason. Reason improves outcomes. Mastering emotions strengthens leadership over your own life. Control creates stability. Growth often feels lonely. Improvement separates paths. Not everyone grows together. This is normal. Many quit growth to maintain comfort with others. They shrink to stay connected. This creates internal conflict. True connection supports growth. Anything else is attachment. Attachment limits potential. Choosing growth requires courage. Courage leads to alignment. Alignment creates peace. Responsibility empowers progress. Blame weakens it. Ownership restores control over direction. Blaming circumstances feels relieving, but blocks solutions. Responsibility opens options. Options create movement. Taking ownership does not mean fault. It means control. Control enables change. When responsibility is accepted, progress accelerates. Power returns to your hands. Short-term pleasure competes with long-term vision. Pleasure feels urgent. Vision feels distant. Dopamine-driven habits steal focus. They reward instantly but cost deeply. The exchange is unfair. Delayed gratification builds strength. It trains patience. Patience builds endurance. When vision outweighs impulse, direction stabilizes. The future becomes intentional. Routines remove friction. Without routines, effort relies on mood. Mood is unreliable. Simple systems protect consistency. They reduce decision fatigue. They preserve energy. Daily structure creates momentum. Momentum reduces resistance. Resistance fades with repetition. Strong routines make discipline automatic. Automation sustains progress. Mental clutter slows progress. Too many goals dilute effort. Focus sharpens results. Choosing priorities requires sacrifice. Sacrifice strengthens direction. Direction simplifies effort. When focus narrows, impact grows. Energy concentrates instead of spreading thin. Clarity improves speed. Speed builds confidence. Confidence reinforces clarity. Self-respect shows in standards. Low standards invite chaos. High standards protect peace. What you tolerate teaches others how to treat you. Boundaries signal value. Value attracts respect. Raising standards feels uncomfortable initially. Discomfort signals growth. Growth strengthens confidence. Strong standards create stability. Stability supports long-term success. Learning never ends. Growth requires continuous adaptation. Stagnation follows complacency. Curiosity keeps the mind flexible. Flexibility allows improvement. Improvement sustains relevance. Refusing to learn limits potential. Learning expands options. Options create freedom. Those who keep learning stay ahead quietly. Progress becomes natural. Time management is energy management. Working without recovery reduces output. Burnout delays progress. Rest is productive when used intentionally. Recovery restores clarity. Clarity improves efficiency. Ignoring rest increases mistakes. Mistakes slow momentum. Balance preserves speed. Sustainable effort outperforms intensity. Longevity wins. Vision gives effort meaning. Without vision, discipline feels pointless. Purpose fuels consistency. Clear vision guides decisions. Decisions align with goals. Alignment prevents drift. When vision fades, effort weakens. Revisiting purpose restores drive. Strong vision anchors discipline during difficulty. Direction survives pressure. Fear often appears during transition. Old patterns resist replacement. Resistance is normal. Growth disrupts comfort zones. Comfort zones resist change. This creates tension. Pushing through early resistance builds strength. Strength reduces fear. Once past resistance, growth accelerates. Progress feels lighter. Feedback is essential for improvement. Ignoring feedback stalls growth. Learning requires adjustment. Constructive feedback refines direction. Direction sharpens skill. Skill builds confidence. Ego blocks feedback. Humility absorbs it. Growth follows humility. Those who listen improve faster. Awareness compounds progress. Patience protects consistency. Impatience creates shortcuts. Shortcuts create setbacks. Results take time. Process builds foundations. Foundations support stability. Trusting the process prevents quitting early. Quitting resets progress. Patience rewards discipline. Discipline compounds results. Consistency outperforms bursts of effort. Small daily actions accumulate power. Inconsistency wastes energy. Daily repetition builds rhythm. Rhythm reduces resistance. Resistance fades naturally. Consistency builds reliability. Reliability builds confidence. Confidence strengthens commitment. Long-term success depends on daily habits. Habits decide destiny. Mindset shapes interpretation. Challenges can feel like punishment or training. Perspective changes response. Viewing difficulty as training builds resilience. Resilience improves performance under pressure. Negative mindset drains energy. Growth mindset redirects it. How you interpret struggle determines outcome. Perspective directs behavior. Boundaries protect focus. Without boundaries, distractions dominate time. Time disappears unnoticed. Clear limits preserve energy. Energy sustains effort. Effort produces results. Saying no preserves direction. Direction protects goals. Boundaries are not rejection. They are alignment with purpose. Progress requires honesty. Self-deception delays correction. Truth accelerates improvement. Facing weaknesses allows adjustment. Adjustment strengthens performance. Avoiding truth protects ego but damages growth. Growth requires awareness. Honest reflection builds strength. Strength builds progress. Every day trains your future. Repetition programs identity. Identity directs behavior. Small daily actions reinforce direction. Direction compounds outcomes. Ignoring today damages tomorrow. Today carries future weight. Choosing discipline daily shapes destiny silently. The future responds. Awareness is the beginning of change. Without awareness, habits run automatically. Automatic habits shape outcomes without permission. This is how years pass unnoticed. Many people live on mental autopilot. Days repeat. Weeks blur together. Nothing changes because nothing is examined. When awareness increases, choice returns. You begin to notice patterns. Patterns reveal direction. Seeing clearly is uncomfortable at first, but discomfort is temporary. Regret lasts longer. Most people underestimate how powerful decisions are. One decision can redirect years, yet decisions are often avoided. Avoidance feels easier than commitment. Commitment carries responsibility. Responsibility feels heavy to an unprepared mind. Every avoided decision is still a choice. It chooses delay. Delay chooses stagnation. Decisiveness builds momentum. Momentum simplifies life. Forward movement reduces anxiety. Emotional avoidance is subtle. It hides behind distraction. It uses comfort to escape discomfort. Uncomfortable tasks trigger avoidance. The brain seeks relief. Relief is found in short pleasures. These escapes feel harmless, but repeated avoidance trains weakness. Weakness reduces confidence. Facing discomfort directly strengthens control. Control builds freedom over time. Clarity improves when noise is reduced. Constant input overwhelms thinking. Too much information blurs judgment. Silence allows reflection. Reflection sharpens understanding. Understanding improves decisions. Many avoid silence because it exposes truth. Truth demands responsibility. Responsibility demands action. Choosing silence occasionally restores mental balance. Balance improves focus and direction. Expectations shape emotional response. Unrealistic expectations create disappointment. Disappointment weakens motivation. Progress is rarely linear. Setbacks are normal. Interpreting setbacks incorrectly causes quitting. Adjusting expectations preserves consistency. Consistency sustains growth during difficulty. Realistic expectations protect long-term discipline. Discipline protects results. Impulse control determines future stability. Acting on impulse trades tomorrow for today. The trade is rarely fair. Impulses feel urgent. Consequences feel distant. Distance weakens caution. Training impulse control strengthens patience. Patience supports better judgment. Each resisted impulse builds strength. Strength compounds into self-mastery. Self-respect grows from behavior. Words alone do not build it. Action builds credibility with yourself. Broken promises weaken trust internally. Internal trust affects confidence. Keeping commitments, even small ones, restores alignment. Alignment strengthens identity. When self-respect rises, standards rise. Higher standards protect the future. Learning from others shortens mistakes. Ignoring wisdom repeats cycles. Experience can be borrowed. Pride blocks learning. Humility opens doors. Open doors reveal shortcuts. Listening does not weaken independence. It strengthens judgment. Those who learn from others progress faster with fewer regrets. Resistance often appears right before growth. This moment tests commitment. Many quit too early. Early struggle does not signal failure. It signals adaptation. Adaptation takes time. Pushing through resistance builds endurance. Endurance increases capacity. Once resistance fades, progress feels natural. The hard part passes quietly. Values guide long-term decisions. Without values, choices are reactive. Reactivity creates inconsistency. Clear values simplify decisions. Simplicity reduces stress. Stress clouds judgment. Living against values creates internal conflict. Conflict drains energy. Alignment with values restores peace. Peace supports sustained progress. Mental fatigue distorts perception. Problems appear larger when tired. Energy affects perspective. Rest improves problem solving. A rested mind sees options. An exhausted mind sees obstacles. Ignoring fatigue increases mistakes. Mistakes slow progress. Protecting mental energy protects clarity. Clarity protects results. Commitment removes negotiation. Without commitment, excuses multiply. Excuses weaken direction. Strong commitment clarifies priorities. Priorities guide action. Action builds momentum. When commitment is firm, distractions lose power. Focus becomes natural. Commitment anchors progress during uncertainty. Direction survives doubt. Long-term thinking changes behavior. Short-term thinking limits growth. Perspective defines strategy. Future-focused choices feel harder now, but they simplify life later. Sacrifice today reduces struggle tomorrow. This exchange favors patience. Those who plan long-term build stability quietly. Stability attracts opportunity. Honest self-assessment accelerates improvement. Avoiding weakness delays growth. Truth enables correction. Everyone has blind spots. Awareness reduces their impact. Ignorance magnifies them. Facing limitations builds strategy. Strategy improves execution. Honesty with self strengthens progress more than motivation ever could. Life rewards consistency more than intensity. Short bursts fade quickly. Steady effort compounds. Consistency builds reliability. Reliability builds trust. Trust builds confidence. Daily effort trains discipline. Discipline stabilizes direction. Over time, consistency creates results that look sudden. They are not. Many people wait for certainty before acting. Certainty rarely arrives first. It usually follows action, not thought. Waiting for it keeps progress frozen. Life rewards those who move with partial clarity. Learning happens during motion. Adjustment happens through experience. Those who demand certainty avoid responsibility. Responsibility feels heavy without guarantees, but growth never comes with guarantees. When you accept uncertainty, freedom increases. Action replaces fear. Direction becomes visible. Your past does not define your future unless you allow it. Many people replay old mistakes repeatedly. This replay shapes identity. Memory can become a prison if left unchecked. Lessons should guide, not limit. Growth requires release. Forgiving yourself is strategic. It clears mental space. Space allows forward movement. When the past stops controlling decisions, progress accelerates naturally. Discipline creates self-trust. Self-trust strengthens confidence. Confidence improves execution. When actions align with intention, internal conflict disappears. Peace replaces tension. Many people seek confidence externally. True confidence is built internally through reliability. Doing what you say builds authority over your own life. Authority shapes direction. Avoiding discomfort delays maturity. Discomfort teaches resilience. Resilience builds strength. Every challenge stretches capacity. Avoidance shrinks it. Growth requires pressure. Pressure reveals capability. Capability builds belief. Belief fuels persistence. Those who embrace discomfort grow faster and regret less. Time reveals priorities. What you consistently make time for matters most. Everything else is optional. Saying yes to everything steals focus. Focus is limited and valuable. Learning to decline distractions protects purpose. Purpose needs space to grow. When priorities are clear, time aligns naturally. Life feels intentional. Emotional discipline separates reaction from response. Reaction is automatic. Response is chosen. Strong emotions demand immediate release. Release often creates regret. Learning to pause changes outcomes. A pause creates control. Control creates better decisions. Over time, emotional discipline strengthens leadership over your own behavior. Consistency rewires identity. Identity reshapes habits. Habits shape results. Small actions Repeated daily create transformation. Transformation feels slow but powerful. Many quit because results feel delayed. Delay is part of compounding. Those who persist quietly surpass those who chase quick wins. Mental clutter blocks clarity. Too many goals dilute effort. Focus sharpens execution. Simplifying direction increases speed. Speed builds confidence. Confidence sustains momentum. Choosing fewer goals requires discipline. Discipline creates depth. Depth produces meaningful progress instead of scattered effort. Progress often feels boring. Repetition lacks excitement, but repetition builds mastery. Excitement fades quickly. Skill lasts longer. Skill creates freedom. Those who chase excitement abandon consistency. Consistency builds results. Mastery grows in routine moments, not dramatic ones. Self-control is trained, not inherited. It strengthens with practice. Weakness grows without resistance. Resisting small temptations builds large strength. Strength compounds quietly. Giving in repeatedly trains impulse. Impulse steals future rewards. Each controlled choice invests in long-term stability. Direction matters more than speed. Fast movement in the wrong direction wastes effort. Clarity prevents wasted energy. Energy is limited and valuable. Rushing decisions increases mistakes. Mistakes slow progress. Intentional movement produces steady results over time. Your standards define your environment. Low standards invite chaos. High standards protect order. Raising standards feels uncomfortable initially. Discomfort signals growth. Standards communicate self-worth. Self-worth influences treatment. Strong standards shape a stable future. Growth demands patience. Impatience leads to shortcuts. Shortcuts often backfire. Progress unfolds in phases. Each phase prepares the next. Skipping phases weakens foundations. Weak foundations collapse under pressure. Patience preserves structure. Structure supports longevity. Self-awareness reveals blind spots. Blind spots limit improvement. Awareness expands capability. Reflection sharpens direction. Direction improves effort quality. Avoiding reflection repeats mistakes. Reflection prevents repetition. Honest awareness accelerates personal development. Every habit casts a vote for your future. Repetition strengthens that vote. Outcomes follow. Ignoring small habits invites large consequences. Consequences arrive later. Choosing discipline daily shapes identity silently. Identity directs destiny. The future responds to what you repeat today. Procrastination is a silent thief of potential. Each delayed action steals time that can never return. Small tasks avoided accumulate into lost opportunities. The mind justifies delay with comfort. Tomorrow will be better, it whispers, but tomorrow rarely arrives as imagined. Delay compounds silently. Breaking procrastination requires courage to start small. A single step generates momentum. Momentum reduces fear, making the next step easier. When action replaces hesitation, progress accelerates. What once felt overwhelming becomes manageable. Every small win compounds into a stronger future. Fear of judgment keeps many people small. Approval becomes more important than ambition. Decisions are filtered through others' opinions. Living under external judgment is exhausting. Energy is diverted from purpose to people-pleasing. Momentum slows and clarity diminishes. Overcoming judgment begins internally. Self-respect becomes the compass. Actions align with values instead of others' expectations. Once internal validation replaces external dependence, freedom grows. Decisions feel lighter and progress accelerates naturally. Energy management determines productivity more than effort alone. Without energy, even skill fails to deliver results. Focus and motivation drain quickly. Poor energy habits accumulate. Late nights, poor nutrition, and mental clutter weaken performance. The effects compound silently over months and years. Rest and recovery are not luxuries. Strategic breaks restore clarity. Clarity improves decision-making and amplifies results. Those who guard energy produce more with less strain. Consistent energy ensures sustainable growth and long-term achievement. Small daily decisions shape identity more than dramatic events. Each choice reinforces habits. Habits solidify belief. Belief directs behavior. Ignoring small decisions leads to unnoticed drift. Life moves according to unexamined routines. Years are lost quietly. Intentional choices reinforce values and vision. Each act becomes evidence of who you are becoming. Over time, identity strengthens automatically. Desired behaviors become natural. Growth accelerates without constant struggle. Distraction is the modern enemy of progress. Social media, news, and endless notifications fragment attention. Attention fuels action. Fragmentation kills it. Constant interruptions train the mind to seek instant gratification. Deep focus becomes rare. Productivity suffers, even with effort. Guarding attention is strategic. Boundaries, focused blocks of work, and environment control protect mental energy. When focus is preserved, ideas flow, decisions improve, and results multiply. Time finally works in your favor instead of slipping away. Waiting for inspiration is a trap. Motivation fluctuates. Consistency doesn't. Success favors action, not emotion. Action generates clarity. Each step produces feedback. Refining the next. Waiting for perfect timing delays learning. Even imperfect steps build experience. Experience strengthens skill. Skill strengthens confidence. Those who act despite uncertainty consistently outperform those who wait. Movement creates momentum. Momentum creates results. Fear of failure is more common than fear of effort. Avoiding mistakes feels safer, but it limits potential. Failure is feedback, not defeat. Each mistake teaches direction, correction, and growth. Avoidance breeds stagnation. Action, even when imperfect, builds strength and resilience. Embracing mistakes transforms fear into fuel. Growth becomes inevitable as lessons compound over time. Comparison sabotages progress quietly. Observing others' success creates doubt and distraction. It shifts focus from your path. Everyone moves at different speeds. Comparing highlights ignores hidden struggles. Perspective becomes distorted. Returning focus inward restores energy and direction. Goals realign with values, not the external narrative. When comparison loses power, productivity and satisfaction increase. Progress becomes consistent and measurable. Habits are invisible architects of life. Repetition builds identity. Identity directs behavior. Behavior shapes outcomes. Small positive habits compound silently over time. Neglecting habits allows negative routines to dominate. Awareness of habitual patterns allows adjustments before damage accumulates. Conscious repetition strengthens desired behaviors. When intentional habits replace destructive ones, long-term results manifest effortlessly. Change becomes automatic. Consistency beats intensity in long-term success. Short bursts of effort fade. Daily persistence accumulates power. Consistency rewires the brain. Repetition reinforces belief and builds confidence. Those who quit when results feel slow never experience compounding growth. Consistency turns small efforts into large outcomes. Over time, disciplined persistence creates results that appear sudden, but are the result of years of quiet work. Boundaries protect progress. Without limits, distractions and demands consume energy. Energy fuels execution. Without it, focus diminishes. Boundaries require courage. Saying no feels uncomfortable at first, but strengthens self-respect. Strong boundaries allow space for reflection, planning, and action. They protect your most valuable resource, time. When boundaries are respected consistently, momentum grows. Focus becomes natural, and results accelerate. Self-talk shapes belief more than external advice. Negative internal dialogue erodes confidence. Positive reinforcement strengthens action. Repetition makes thoughts believable. The mind accepts frequent narratives as truth, regardless of accuracy. Awareness of inner dialogue allows correction. Replacing doubt with evidence-based affirmation builds mental resilience. Changing self-talk transforms behavior. Confidence grows naturally, allowing consistent forward movement toward goals. Decision fatigue undermines productivity. Too many choices drain energy. Clarity diminishes. Motivation fades. Simplifying daily decisions conserves energy. Prioritizing important tasks increases output. Routine reduces mental strain. Habits handle predictable actions, freeing mind power for strategic effort. When decisions are streamlined, focus amplifies. Execution becomes easier, and results arrive faster. Delayed gratification builds future freedom. Immediate pleasure sacrifices long-term results. The exchange is subtle but profound. Impulse decisions feel rewarding now, but compound regret later. Discipline trains patience. Patience multiplies success. Choosing vision over comfort creates momentum toward meaningful outcomes. Small sacrifices compound over time. Those who master delayed gratification control their future. Their actions align with long-term ambition, creating unstoppable progress. Awareness of energy cycles enhances efficiency. Peak energy should coincide with critical tasks. Low energy requires recovery or low demand work. Ignoring natural cycles reduces output. Attempting high demand work when drained produces mistakes and frustration. Planning according to energy patterns allows alignment between effort and capacity. Efficiency multiplies results. Mastery of energy management improves consistency and sustains growth over years. Identity-driven behavior is stronger than goal-driven behavior. Goals are temporary, identity persists. Who you believe you are dictates what you do. Changing identity requires evidence. Repeated actions reinforce belief and transform habits. Small, deliberate behaviors accumulate into undeniable proof of competence. Proof strengthens self-perception. When identity aligns with desired outcomes, actions flow effortlessly. Results compound quietly and powerfully. Failure is often disguised as a setback. Setbacks feel final but are temporary. Perception determines impact. Setbacks highlight weaknesses and areas for improvement. Ignoring them ensures repetition. Observing them accelerates growth. Resilience transforms obstacles into lessons. Lessons strengthen skill, clarity, and confidence. Those who embrace setbacks continuously refine their approach. Progress accelerates while others stagnate. Mental clarity is a prerequisite for high-level execution. Cluttered thought slows reaction and decision-making. Daily reflection removes noise. Reflection strengthens strategy and foresight. Ignoring mental clutter compounds errors. Clarity reduces mistakes, increases speed, and enhances focus. Those who cultivate clarity consistently outperform peers. Focus becomes the unseen engine of results. Patience is strategic power. Impatience drives impulsive, suboptimal choices. Strategic patience builds foundations. Effort compounds over time. Patience ensures stability, while compounding works silently. Rushing produces mistakes. Deliberate pacing maximizes results. Timing is as important as effort. Those who master patience harness the multiplier effect. Growth accelerates without force or burnout. Habitual discipline reduces reliance on motivation. Motivation fluctuates, but discipline is stable and predictable. Relying on motivation leads to inconsistency. Small daily routines ensure steady progress despite feelings. Consistency compounds quietly. Repeated effort builds mastery, confidence, and momentum. The most successful people are rarely the most motivated. They are the most disciplined consistently. External validation can quietly sabotage independence. Seeking approval redirects energy from purpose to pleasing others. Reliance on approval delays decisions. Autonomy allows faster, clearer action. Internal validation builds resilience. Self-trust replaces hesitation with momentum. When internal authority dominates, productivity and growth increase dramatically. Long-term planning protects against regret. Short-term thinking prioritizes comfort over results. Strategic vision multiplies impact. Sacrifice now prevents suffering later. Immediate effort compounds silently. Delays increase the eventual cost. Every long-term plan requires small daily steps. Ignoring them reduces effectiveness. Those who act today with the future in mind create freedom, opportunity, and lasting achievement. Failure and rejection are growth accelerators when interpreted correctly. Pain is feedback, not punishment. Avoiding rejection limits opportunities. Experiencing it teaches resilience and sharpens strategy. Learning to reinterpret discomfort accelerates progress. Emotional growth compounds with every challenge. Those who embrace rejection quietly expand capacity while others shrink. Environment shapes behavior subtly but powerfully. Toxic surroundings slow growth. Supportive spaces amplify it. Influences accumulate daily. People, media, and surroundings shape thought and action. Awareness allows deliberate selection. Creating a growth-oriented environment reduces friction, increases clarity, and nurtures habits. Those who curate surroundings achieve more with less struggle. Focus becomes effortless. Small wins build momentum. Each success reinforces belief, identity, and direction. Ignoring minor victories undermines motivation. Recognition compounds confidence. Every completed task fuels progress. Momentum accelerates exponentially. Small wins precede major breakthroughs. Those who celebrate progress consistently compound results faster and create unstoppable forward motion. Clarity of purpose determines efficiency. Without clear intention, energy dissipates in distractions. Days feel busy, but yield little progress. Confusion slows growth. Purpose aligns decisions with long-term goals. Each choice becomes intentional instead of random. Alignment removes wasted effort and increases momentum. People avoid defining purpose because it demands accountability. Accountability feels heavy, but freedom grows from it. Responsibility anchors action. When purpose guides behavior, direction strengthens. Energy concentrates on meaningful tasks, producing results that compound quietly. Self-discipline is more valuable than talent. Talent without discipline fades under pressure. Discipline ensures steady progress, regardless of circumstances. Daily routines train self-control. Small repeated actions build resilience, patience, and focus. Habits become the engine of achievement. Relying on sporadic inspiration produces inconsistent results. Discipline sustains momentum even when motivation is low. Those who cultivate self-discipline gain long-term leverage. Momentum compounds silently into extraordinary outcomes. Regret often comes from inaction, not mistakes. Avoided opportunities linger longer than failed attempts. Fear delays progress more than failure itself. Facing challenges early prevents compounded regret. Every action generates learning, skill, and confidence. Delay wastes time irreversibly. Procrastination disguises itself as careful planning. The truth is that hesitation steals potential quietly without notice. Acting decisively strengthens identity and belief. Each step forward reduces regret and builds a future aligned with values. Mental clarity requires mental hygiene. Thoughts, information, and influences must be curated. Cluttered minds struggle with execution. Daily reflection and simplification improve decision-making. Priorities sharpen. Distractions diminish. Energy channels toward impact. Unchecked mental clutter accumulates silently. Decisions are delayed. Mistakes multiply. Productivity suffers. Those who maintain mental clarity gain a competitive edge. Focused action produces results faster and with less friction. Resilience is learned through repeated challenges. Comfort produces weakness. Difficulties create strength. Avoiding hardship delays growth. Each struggle is an opportunity to strengthen problem-solving, patience, and adaptability. Resilience compounds quietly. Each recovered setback adds durability. The ability to persevere grows exponentially over time. Those who embrace challenges build futures resistant to disruption. Momentum continues despite obstacles. The environment determines potential more than intention alone. Toxic influences drain motivation. Supportive surroundings accelerate growth. Awareness of environmental impact allows deliberate selection of influences. Energy is preserved and focus intensifies. Strong environments reinforce positive habits, mindset, and clarity. Weak environments magnify mistakes and wasted time. Those who curate surroundings strategically build sustainable results, while others remain trapped in mediocrity. Small, consistent actions matter more than occasional brilliance. Small wins accumulate into monumental achievements. One action compounds with another. Ignoring small steps creates invisible debt. Uncompleted tasks compound into chaos and stress. Repetition reinforces confidence. Momentum builds naturally. Habits stabilize direction and increase output. Those who master small daily victories create long-term results far beyond initial expectations. Impatience sabotages long-term outcomes. Immediate results feel rewarding, but erode discipline. Delay strengthens character and endurance. Strategic patience allows compounding effort to work effectively. Small, consistent investments today yield exponential returns tomorrow. Rushing decisions increases mistakes. Mistakes require correction, consuming additional time and energy. Those who practice patience consistently outpace impulsive peers. Long-term progress multiplies quietly but powerfully. Focus amplifies impact. Fragmented attention reduces output. Multitasking splits energy, creating mediocrity. Clear priorities reduce cognitive load. Effort concentrates on high-value tasks. Progress accelerates when energy flows toward important goals. Distractions are subtle yet pervasive. Constant digital noise steals minutes that compound into lost months over time. Guarding focus multiplies efficiency. Results become predictable and momentum sustainable. Fear is often disguised as rational thinking. Not yet and maybe later seems safe, but delay action. Fear protects comfort, not growth. Acknowledging fear reduces its power. Facing small challenges builds courage. Courage compounds silently into confidence. Avoiding risk creates stagnation. Taking calculated risks builds skill, resilience, and opportunity. Those who confront fear intentionally build momentum. Progress accelerates while others remain stuck. Clarity emerges from action, not waiting. Analysis paralysis delays progress. Motion illuminates path and options. Waiting for perfect conditions leads to lost time. Conditions rarely align completely. Adaptation during motion produces better results. Action generates feedback. Feedback refines decisions. Refinement increases efficiency and impact. Those who act despite imperfection achieve clarity and progress faster than those who wait endlessly. Identity precedes transformation. Goals alone are insufficient if the self-image is unchanged. Behavior follows belief, not ambition. Changing identity requires repeated proof. Daily action reinforces desired self-perception. Evidence rewires thought patterns. Small victories accumulate silently, building confidence and authenticity. Identity aligns with results naturally over time. When identity shifts, discipline and decision-making improve effortlessly. Growth becomes inevitable. Consistency compounds silently. Sporadic effort produces momentary results. Repetition builds foundations that endure pressure. Daily action reinforces skill, clarity, and habit. Momentum develops even during periods of low motivation. Neglecting consistency allows minor setbacks to accumulate, eroding potential. Recovery becomes harder. Those who prioritize consistent effort achieve results that appear sudden, but are the product of long-term investment. Emotional control impacts results more than intelligence alone. Reactivity delays problem solving. Calm responses create leverage. Strong emotions cloud judgment. Pausing before action allows strategic decisions. Clarity emerges through controlled responses. Those who practice emotional discipline consistently outperform peers during high-pressure situations. Emotional mastery compounds into stability, resilience, and better long-term decision-making. Time is the silent multiplier of habits. Daily patterns reinforce identity. Small actions repeated shape long-term outcomes. Neglecting today's choices creates compounded negative consequences. Positive habits, even small, accelerate progress. Habits automate discipline. Repetition produces stability and predictability in results. Those who manage time and habits strategically create outcomes that multiply quietly yet powerfully. Failure is feedback, not punishment. Avoiding mistakes delays growth. Every error is data for improvement. Ignoring lessons compounds repetition. Awareness of failure creates strategy and reduces risk in the future. Resilience strengthens with each recovered setback. Recovery teaches problem solving and patience. Those who embrace failure intentionally gain accelerated growth and minimized regret over time. Boundaries preserve focus and energy. Saying no protects the time necessary for high-value work. Energy fuels execution, not distractions. Discomfort accompanies boundary setting initially. Over time, boundaries reduce stress and increase output. Boundaries reinforce self-respect and identity. People and obligations align with values, minimizing wasted effort. Those who consistently enforce boundaries achieve sustainable momentum while avoiding burnout. Short-term comfort often sabotages long-term progress. Immediate pleasure reduces motivation for delayed benefits. Self-control over impulses compounds into larger achievements. Discipline today prevents regret tomorrow. Those who embrace delayed gratification develop resilience, focus, and long-term strategic advantage. Small, consistent sacrifices create freedom and results that multiply quietly over years. Decision-making is energy-intensive. Prioritization reduces wasted mental resources. Focus strengthens execution. Clarity in choice prevents distraction. Limited, high-value decisions produce measurable results. Indecision erodes momentum. Deliberate decision structures simplify action. Automation of routine choices preserves energy for critical tasks. Those who manage decisions strategically maximize output while minimizing wasted effort. Resilience is built in discomfort. Challenges stretch capability and reinforce mental toughness. Avoidance of stress reduces opportunity for growth. Difficult situations provide the feedback necessary to adapt and improve. Repeated exposure strengthens capacity and confidence. Each overcome challenge compounds into greater resilience. Those who embrace adversity consistently build unstoppable momentum and long-term success. Focus multiplies effort exponentially. Fragmentation divides energy and slows progress. Concentration accelerates results. Intentional work increases output per hour. Strategic attention magnifies impact silently over time. Guarding focus requires discipline and environment control. Minor adjustments preserve energy and efficiency. Those who protect focus produce more with less strain. Momentum becomes self-sustaining. Awareness of internal dialogue is critical. Self-talk influences belief and identity. Repeated negative thoughts erode confidence. Replacing doubt with evidence-based affirmation strengthens decision-making and action. Positive reinforcement compounds results. Inner alignment accelerates consistency. Confidence grows silently through repeated acknowledgement of capability. Those who master self-talk sustain progress, maintain focus, and avoid wasted energy on internal resistance. Momentum is created through repeated action. Starting small breaks initial resistance. Motion builds clarity and confidence. Every completed step compounds into motivation. Motivation strengthens belief. Belief reinforces identity. Neglecting small steps produces stagnation. Momentum is lost silently. Restarting becomes harder. Those who maintain momentum experience exponential growth over time, while others remain stuck in cycles of hesitation. Patience multiplies results quietly. Impulsiveness sacrifices long-term advantage for fleeting satisfaction. Strategic pacing ensures effort compounds effectively. Each consistent action builds upon previous progress. Rushing produces errors that require correction. Correction consumes time, energy, and focus. Those who embrace patience steadily outpace peers who act hastily, achieving results that last. Identity-driven consistency outperforms goal-driven bursts. Repetition reinforces self-image, habits, and outcomes. Sporadic effort may deliver short-term wins, but fails to solidify long-term growth. Habit compounds silently. Small daily behaviors become natural over time. Natural behaviors automate progress without conscious effort. Those who cultivate identity-based routines achieve outcomes that appear effortless, but are the result of long-term commitment. Reflection is the foundation of growth. Without reviewing actions, mistakes repeat unnoticed. Life feels chaotic and progress stagnates. Daily reflection reveals patterns in behavior and thought. Patterns highlight areas that need adjustment. Awareness empowers change. Many avoid reflection because it exposes flaws. Facing imperfections requires courage but reduces long-term errors. Those who consistently reflect refine decisions, strengthen habits, and accelerate progress, while others drift aimlessly. Discipline is freedom in disguise. It may feel restrictive initially, but it structures life, reducing chaos and indecision. Routine stabilizes effort. Predictable habits conserve energy and mental resources, allowing focus on high-value actions. Without discipline, life drifts toward distractions and temporary satisfaction. Potential is lost quietly over time. Those who embrace daily discipline amplify results, maintain momentum, and create sustainable success. Time invested in learning compounds silently. Ignoring growth leads to stagnation, while curiosity accelerates mastery. Each new skill builds on previous knowledge. Knowledge enhances decision-making, confidence, and opportunities. Learning requires consistent effort, not bursts. Small, repeated sessions produce long-term results. Those who prioritize learning strategically expand capability, reduce mistakes, and progress faster than peers. Mental toughness is forged in discomfort. Challenges test patience, resilience, and adaptability. Avoiding difficulty preserves comfort but slows growth. Facing adversity strengthens problem-solving and emotional stability. Repeated exposure builds confidence, skill, and endurance. Each recovered challenge compounds future capability. Those who embrace mental challenges develop unstoppable momentum and achieve outcomes others consider impossible. Focus is the most undervalued asset in a distracted world. Attention fuels action. Without it, effort is wasted. Protecting focus requires deliberate environment control and prioritization of high-value tasks. Every minute matters. Distractions are subtle but impactful. They silently erode time, energy, and consistency. Those who master focus achieve more with less effort. Momentum compounds quietly into measurable results. Consistency is the invisible multiplier of success. Small, repeated actions accumulate into extraordinary outcomes. Sporadic effort produces temporary results, but never builds sustainable progress. Repetition strengthens habits and belief. Consistency trains patience and resilience. Momentum compounds silently, producing growth beyond immediate perception. Those who persist consistently gain long-term leverage over peers who rely on occasional bursts of effort. Patience protects long-term vision. Impulsive decisions sacrifice future potential for short-term comfort. Strategic pacing ensures effort compounds effectively. Small, steady actions build momentum over time. Rushing produces errors that consume energy and delay results. Deliberate action multiplies efficiency. Those who embrace patience steadily outperform impatient peers, achieving outcomes that endure. Decision-making is a silent determinant of success. Every choice carries cumulative impact on future outcomes. Indecision drains energy and stalls progress. Clarity allows confident, deliberate action that compounds results. Prioritizing high-impact decisions prevents wasted effort. Routine decisions can be automated to conserve mental resources. Those who manage decisions strategically maximize output while minimizing friction and wasted energy. Identity drives behavior more than goals alone. Who you believe you are dictates what you repeatedly do. Changing identity requires small, deliberate actions that reinforce desired self-image. Repetition rewires thought patterns. Over time, reinforced identity aligns habits, decisions, and outcomes naturally without conscious effort. Those who cultivate identity-driven behavior achieve consistent, long-term success effortlessly. Energy management multiplies productivity. Physical, mental, and emotional reserves determine sustainable effort. Ignoring natural cycles reduces performance. High energy periods should align with critical tasks, low energy periods with rest. Protecting energy prevents burnout and maintains clarity. Clarity strengthens decision-making and action quality. Those who strategically manage energy consistently outperform peers and sustain long-term momentum. Action creates clarity. Waiting for certainty delays progress. Motion reveals obstacles and solutions that analysis alone cannot. Even imperfect steps produce feedback, learning, and refinement. Action reduces fear and builds confidence. Avoiding action compounds doubt and indecision. Movement strengthens identity and decision-making capability. Those who act decisively gain insight, momentum, and accelerated growth while others hesitate. Failure is a teacher, not a punishment. Avoided risk produces stagnation, while mistakes provide valuable lessons. Mistakes highlight weaknesses and reveal areas for improvement. Ignoring them repeats cycles silently. Resilience develops through recovered failures. Each setback strengthens skill, patience, and adaptability. Those who embrace failure intentionally accelerate growth and minimize regret over time. Boundaries protect time, focus, and energy. Saying no ensures priority tasks receive attention. Initial discomfort accompanies boundary setting, but it preserves long-term consistency and clarity. Boundaries align actions with values, reducing wasted effort and stress. Those who maintain strong boundaries achieve sustainable momentum and accelerate results quietly. Short-term pleasure undermines long-term vision. Impulse decisions feel rewarding but cost future opportunities. Delayed gratification strengthens patience, discipline, and foresight. Small sacrifices compound over time. Choosing vision over comfort builds momentum toward meaningful goals. Those who practice delayed gratification gain freedom, consistency, and long-term achievement. Focus requires protecting attention from subtle distractions. Fragmented attention reduces efficiency and slows growth. Prioritizing high-value work ensures energy produces maximum impact. Distractions dilute progress. Deliberate focus strengthens decision-making, action quality, and momentum. Those who master focus achieve results faster with less energy and maintain sustainable progress. Momentum is created through repeated action. Starting small breaks resistance. Motion builds clarity, and confidence. Every completed step compounds motivation, belief, and identity reinforcement. Neglecting small actions causes stagnation and difficulty restarting. Those who maintain momentum experience exponential growth, while others remain trapped in hesitation. Clarity emerges from reflection and simplification. Overthinking without reflection creates noise, indecision, and lost energy. Simplifying priorities ensures effort concentrates on meaningful tasks. Energy flows toward results instead of distraction. Reflection uncovers patterns, reduces mistakes, and improves strategy. Those who reflect consistently sharpen execution, build confidence, and accelerate progress. Identity-based habits compound silently. Small daily actions reinforce belief, shaping behavior and long-term outcomes. Sporadic effort creates temporary results but fails to solidify identity or sustain momentum. Consistency automates discipline, confidence, and focus over time. Those who adopt identity-driven habits achieve results that appear effortless but are built through long-term effort. Resilience grows through repeated challenges. Avoiding difficulty preserves comfort but limits capability. Every problem faced strengthens patience, adaptability, and problem solving. Repeated exposure compounds skill and confidence, building durability for future challenges. Those who embrace adversity create unstoppable momentum and sustainable growth. Self-talk shapes belief and identity. Negative thoughts erode confidence. Positive reinforcement strengthens action. Repetition convinces the mind of reality, influencing decisions and outcomes. Awareness of self-dialogue allows conscious correction, accelerating progress. Those who manage internal dialogue cultivate confidence, clarity, and consistent forward motion. Reflection on progress ensures alignment with goals and values. Ignoring progress allows drift into distraction and inefficiency. Evaluating actions regularly highlights patterns that require adjustment. Awareness guides better decisions. Reflection builds clarity, strengthens focus, and maintains momentum. Those who practice continuous reflection refine habits, maximize output, and accelerate growth. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Small, repeated actions compound silently into extraordinary results. Irregular effort produces fleeting wins, but no sustained progress. Habitual effort automates achievement. Daily persistence strengthens identity, focus, and confidence. Those who maintain consistent effort outperform those who chase sporadic bursts of intensity. Decision-making quality determines trajectory. Indecision consumes energy and erodes momentum. Clarity accelerates execution. Prioritizing important choices over trivial ones ensures energy is preserved for high-impact action. Automation of routine decisions reduces mental fatigue and increases efficiency. Those who manage choices strategically achieve predictable results and sustainable progress. Patience multiplies results quietly. Short-term discomfort produces long-term leverage. Delayed gratification strengthens persistence. Strategic pacing allows consistent effort to compound effectively. Mistakes are minimized, and recovery is smoother. Those who embrace patience steadily outpace impatient peers, producing long-lasting outcomes. Action creates confidence and clarity simultaneously. Waiting for certainty delays growth. Motion illuminates options, builds skill, and strengthens identity. Even imperfect steps generate feedback and experience. Repetition compounds belief and momentum. Avoiding action reinforces doubt and stagnation. Movement transforms fear into energy for progress. Those who act consistently achieve exponential growth and minimize regret over time. Avoiding responsibility steals potential silently. Excuses delay action, weaken discipline, and diminish future options. Life continues, but progress stagnates. Responsibility builds character and freedom. Accepting accountability strengthens decision-making and reinforces identity. Taking ownership transforms setbacks into lessons. Each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth rather than a source of blame. Those who consistently embrace responsibility create momentum and results, while others remain trapped in excuses. Focus determines output more than effort alone. Scattered attention dilutes results and slows progress. Effort without direction is wasted energy. Prioritization ensures energy flows to high-value tasks. Routine and structure preserve mental resources for impactful work. Distractions silently accumulate, reducing productivity. Guarding attention amplifies execution and decision-making capacity. Those who master focus multiply results, maintain momentum, and achieve sustainable growth quietly over time. Clarity of vision guides consistent action. Without clear purpose, effort dissipates into random tasks and distractions. Life feels busy but unproductive. Reflection and simplification sharpen priorities. Each decision aligns with long-term objectives, reducing wasted energy and friction. Purpose creates internal motivation that surpasses temporary inspiration. Goals become meaningful and action feels natural. Those who maintain clear vision, focus effort effectively, generate momentum and compound results over years. Small, deliberate actions accumulate silently into life-changing outcomes. Massive effort is not required for transformation. Consistent repetition is ignoring small steps delays progress. Tiny neglected actions compound into significant missed opportunities over time. Repetition strengthens skill, builds identity, and reinforces confidence. Momentum grows quietly with each completed task. Those who embrace daily small actions outperform those who chase sporadic bursts of effort or inspiration. Discipline ensures steady progress even when motivation fades. Motivation fluctuates. Discipline remains consistent and reliable. Routine structures life and conserves mental energy, reducing friction and indecision. Habits automate action. Daily consistency strengthens identity, reinforces values, and maintains momentum. Results compound silently over time. Those who cultivate discipline achieve exponential growth, while others struggle to maintain consistency. Fear of failure prevents action, creating stagnation. Avoided challenges generate regret more than mistakes ever could. Failure is feedback. Every setback provides information, strategy, and opportunity to improve. Embracing challenges builds resilience, confidence, and skill. Each recovered setback compounds capability. Those who confront fear intentionally accelerate growth and avoid the regret of untested potential. Time is a silent multiplier of habits. Daily routines reinforce identity, skill, and direction. Neglected routines quietly erode progress. Small habits, repeated consistently, produce large results over months and years. Compounding magnifies their effect. Awareness of routines allows deliberate refinement, replacing destructive patterns with productive ones. Those who manage habits strategically create long-term outcomes that appear effortless but are deliberate. Mental clarity improves decision-making and efficiency. Cluttered thoughts distort priorities and waste energy. Daily reflection, simplification, and focus sharpen understanding. Noise diminishes and direction strengthens. Neglecting mental clarity leads to mistakes, delays, and frustration. Small adjustments compound into major gains. Those who cultivate clarity consistently outperform peers and maintain momentum in complex environments. Impatience sabotages long-term outcomes. Immediate gratification may feel satisfying, but weakens discipline and strategy. Strategic patience ensures that effort compounds effectively. Small, consistent actions yield exponential returns over time. Rushing produces errors and consumes additional energy. Deliberate pacing multiplies efficiency and impact. Those who master patience accelerate long-term progress while avoiding unnecessary setbacks. Consistency outweighs intensity in sustainable growth. Sporadic bursts produce temporary results, but repetition solidifies habits and identity. Daily actions reinforce values, skills, and confidence. Momentum builds silently through persistent effort. Neglecting consistency creates gaps that compound into stagnation. Recovery becomes progressively harder. Those who prioritize continuous effort gain long-term leverage and achieve results that appear sudden but are earned over time. Reflection amplifies progress. Ignoring past actions allows mistakes to repeat unnoticed. Patterns emerge only when observed. Consistent self-assessment reveals inefficiencies and strengths. Awareness guides better decision-making. Reflection strengthens focus, improves strategies, and maintains alignment with goals. Those who reflect regularly refine habits, optimize results, and accelerate growth quietly and consistently. Energy management impacts productivity more than effort alone. Physical, mental, and emotional reserves determine capacity to act effectively. Ignoring cycles of high and low energy reduces performance. Aligning tasks with peak periods maximizes output. Strategic recovery preserves mental clarity, focus, and resilience. Neglecting energy leads to burnout and poor decision-making. Those who manage energy intentionally sustain effort, improve consistency, and accelerate results over time. Identity-driven behavior is more effective than goal-driven burst. Who you believe yourself to be shapes your repeated actions and outcomes. Small, deliberate behaviors reinforce identity. Repetition rewires thought patterns and strengthens belief. Over time, identity aligns habits naturally with desired results, creating effortless momentum. Those who cultivate identity-based routines achieve consistent, long-term growth beyond temporary effort. Failure provides critical insight. Avoiding mistakes prevents learning and stalls growth. Every setback carries data for improvement. Ignoring lessons compounds errors and increases future risk. Observation transforms challenges into strategic advantage. Resilience grows as setbacks are recovered. Each failure builds skill, patience, and confidence. Those who embrace failure intentionally gain accelerated development and minimize regret over years. Boundaries protect focus, energy, and time. Saying no ensures priority tasks are completed and distractions are minimized. Boundary setting initially feels uncomfortable but preserves long-term progress. Self-respect and identity strengthen. Boundaries prevent wasted effort and mental drain, creating a supportive environment for growth. Those who consistently enforce boundaries maintain momentum, maximize efficiency, and achieve sustainable results. Delayed gratification compounds future potential. Immediate pleasure often sacrifices long-term progress. Small, consistent sacrifices reinforce discipline and resilience. Patience multiplies the impact of effort over time. Choosing long-term vision over temporary comfort builds momentum and strengthens identity. Those who master delayed gratification secure sustainable results and freedom while peers succumb to impulses. Decision-making quality silently shapes trajectory. Each choice accumulates into long-term outcomes, whether positive or negative. Indecision drains energy and stalls progress. Clear priorities enable confident, deliberate action. Automating routine choices preserves mental resources for high-impact decisions. Those who manage decisions strategically achieve predictable outcomes and sustained forward motion. Momentum is generated through repeated action. Small, consistent steps break resistance and build clarity. Every step compounds. Motivation, belief, and identity reinforcement. Progress accelerates naturally. Neglecting action leads to stagnation and increased difficulty restarting. Those who maintain consistent motion experience exponential growth over time, while others hesitate indefinitely. Clarity emerges from reflection, simplification, and focus. Overthinking without reflection produces indecision and wasted energy. Simplifying priorities ensures effort aligns with meaningful goals, reducing friction and distractions. Reflection reveals patterns, corrects errors, and strengthens strategy. Those who reflect consistently sharpen execution, maintain momentum, and accelerate growth. Consistency compounds silently. Daily repetition strengthens identity, habits, and long-term outcomes. Sporadic effort may produce short-term results, but fails to sustain momentum. Habitual effort automates success. Identity-driven routines ensure natural alignment of actions and outcomes. Those who maintain consistent effort achieve results that appear effortless, yet are the product of deliberate long-term investment. Resilience develops through facing challenges. Avoiding discomfort delays growth and reduces capability. Every problem encountered strengthens patience, adaptability, and problem solving. Each recovered setback compounds skill. Repeated exposure builds confidence and endurance. Challenges transform into opportunities for acceleration. Those who embrace adversity consistently maintain momentum and achieve long-term sustainable results. Self-talk shapes belief and action. Negative dialogue erodes confidence. Positive reinforcement strengthens performance. Repetition convinces the mind of truth, impacting decisions, behavior, and outcomes. Awareness allows deliberate correction, transforming doubt into momentum. Those who manage self-dialogue maintain focus, confidence, and consistent forward motion. Action creates clarity and confidence simultaneously. Waiting for certainty delays progress. Motion reveals options. Even imperfect steps provide feedback, learning, and refinement. Each action compounds belief and momentum. Avoiding action reinforces doubt and stagnation. Those who act consistently generate exponential growth and minimize regret, while others hesitate. Patience multiplies results quietly. Strategic pacing ensures small, consistent efforts compound over time. Short-term discomfort strengthens long-term leverage. Mistakes are minimized. Recovery is smoother. Rushing produces errors and consumes resources unnecessarily. Those who embrace patience consistently outperform impatient peers and achieve enduring results. Focus multiplies impact exponentially. Fragmentation dilutes energy. Concentration accelerates results. Deliberate attention amplifies productivity and decision-making. Routine safeguards energy for high-value tasks. Distractions silently erode performance. Guarding focus magnifies output and momentum. Those who master attention achieve sustainable growth and consistent results. Consistency strengthens identity, habit, and skill. Repeated effort compounds into predictable results. Sporadic effort yields temporary victories, but fails to solidify momentum. Repetition ensures durability. Daily routines automate progress and reinforce confidence over time. Those who maintain consistent action achieve long-term outcomes beyond immediate perception. Reflection ensures alignment with purpose and prevents drift into inefficiency. Awareness identifies patterns and reveals adjustments needed. Regular self-assessment sharpens focus, strengthens strategy, and maximizes efficiency. Ignoring reflection allows mistakes to compound silently over months or years. Those who reflect consistently optimize results, refine habits, and maintain momentum. Energy management impacts all aspects of performance. Physical, mental, and emotional reserves determine sustainable productivity. Ignoring natural cycles reduces capacity. Aligning tasks with peak energy maximizes output. Strategic rest preserves clarity, focus, and resilience. Neglect leads to burnout and diminished results. Those who manage energy intentionally maintain consistent effort and accelerate long-term growth. Identity-driven habits produce lasting results. Who you believe yourself to be dictates actions and long-term outcomes. Small, repeated behaviors reinforce identity. Repetition rewires belief and strengthens decision-making. Over time, identity aligns naturally with desired results, automating discipline and focus. Those who cultivate identity-based routines achieve consistent long-term success effortlessly. Failure is essential feedback. Avoiding mistakes prevents learning and delays growth. Every setback is a lesson. Ignoring lessons compounds errors and increases future risk. Observation transforms adversity into strategic advantage. Resilience grows through repeated setbacks. Each challenge strengthens skill, patience, and confidence. Those who embrace failure intentionally accelerate progress and minimize regret over time. Boundaries protect energy, focus, and time. Saying no ensures priority tasks are completed and distractions minimized. Initial discomfort strengthens long-term consistency. Boundaries reinforce self-respect and identity. Clear boundaries prevent wasted effort and mental drain. They cultivate a supportive environment for growth. Those who consistently enforce boundaries maintain momentum, maximize efficiency, and achieve sustainable results. Delayed gratification strengthens long-term outcomes. Immediate pleasure sacrifices future potential and opportunity. Small sacrifices compounded over time reinforce discipline, resilience, and strategic advantage. Choosing vision over comfort builds momentum and long-term freedom. Those who master delayed gratification create results that multiply quietly over years. Decision-making quality shapes trajectory. Each choice accumulates into long-term consequences. Indecision drains energy and stalls progress. Prioritizing important decisions maximizes impact. Automating trivial choices preserves energy for high-value decisions. Those who manage decisions strategically achieve predictable outcomes and sustained forward motion. Momentum grows through repeated action. Small, consistent steps break resistance, build clarity, and strengthen belief. Every step compounds motivation, identity reinforcement, and skill development. Neglecting action leads to stagnation, making restart harder over time. Those who maintain motion experience exponential growth, while others remain frozen in hesitation. Reflection and simplification sharpen priorities and prevent wasted effort. Overthinking without action produces confusion and stagnation. Simplifying focus aligns energy with meaningful tasks. Noise is minimized, and decision-making clarity increases. Consistent reflection reveals patterns, corrects errors, and strengthens execution strategy. Those who reflect regularly maintain momentum, refine habits, and accelerate growth. Identity-based behavior compounds silently. Repetition reinforces self-image, directing actions naturally toward desired results. Sporadic effort may produce temporary wins but fails to sustain momentum. Consistency automates discipline, confidence, and focus over time. Those who adopt identity-driven routines achieve results that appear effortless but are products of long-term investment. Resilience is built through repeated exposure to challenges. Avoiding discomfort preserves comfort but limits growth. Every obstacle strengthens patience, adaptability, and problem-solving. Recovered setbacks compound skill. Repeated challenge develops confidence, endurance, and mental toughness. Those who embrace adversity maintain unstoppable momentum and sustainable growth. Self-talk shapes belief, identity, and behavior. Negative dialogue erodes confidence, while positive reinforcement strengthens action. Repetition convinces the mind of truth, influencing decisions and performance. Awareness allows conscious correction, converting doubt into momentum. Those who manage self-dialogue maintain focus, confidence, and consistent forward motion. Action generates clarity and confidence simultaneously. Waiting for certainty delays growth, while motion reveals options and strengthens identity. Even imperfect action produces feedback and learning, which compounds belief and skill. Avoiding action reinforces doubt and stagnation. Those who act consistently accelerate exponential growth and minimize regret over time. Patience amplifies results quietly. Strategic pacing allows small, consistent efforts to compound over time. Short-term discomfort strengthens long-term leverage. Mistakes are minimized, and recovery is smoother. Rushing produces errors and wastes energy unnecessarily. Those who embrace patience consistently outperform impatient peers, achieving enduring and sustainable success. Focus multiplies every effort. Scattered attention reduces output, while sustained concentration accelerates progress. Prioritizing high-value tasks preserves mental energy and maximizes results. Distractions silently drain productivity. Clear focus strengthens decision-making and action quality. Energy is amplified when directed toward meaningful goals. Those who master focus achieve sustainable momentum and consistent results that compound quietly over time. Consistency is the invisible engine of success. Daily habits accumulate into exponential results far beyond what sporadic effort can achieve. Sporadic effort creates short-term wins but fails to sustain long-term progress. Habit solidifies identity, confidence, and results. Persistence transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes over time. Those who remain consistent outperform those who chase occasional bursts of inspiration. Reflection allows growth to accelerate. Ignoring mistakes and patterns produces stagnation, while awareness reveals opportunities. Regular self-assessment strengthens clarity, refines strategy, and optimizes execution. Reflection magnifies learning from successes and failures alike, accelerating personal development. Those who reflect consistently improve decisions, strengthen habits, and maximize long-term momentum. Energy management is a silent multiplier. Physical, emotional, and mental energy determines sustainable performance. Ignoring natural cycles reduces productivity. Aligning tasks with peak energy periods maximizes output. Strategic rest and recovery preserve clarity, focus, and resilience. Neglecting energy leads to burnout. Those who manage energy intentionally sustain momentum and accelerate long-term results. Identity shapes results more than goals alone. Beliefs drive behavior, and repeated actions reinforce identity. Small, deliberate behaviors strengthen self-perception over time. Identity guides consistent action. Sustained identity-driven routines automate growth, focus, and discipline. Those who cultivate identity-based habits achieve results that appear effortless, but are deliberate and long-term. Failure provides the roadmap to success. Avoiding mistakes slows growth, while setbacks provide lessons and insights. Observation transforms adversity into strategic advantage, reducing future risk. Repeated recovery strengthens skill, resilience, and patience. Each failure compounds learning and confidence. Those who embrace failure intentionally minimize regret and accelerate progress toward their goals. Boundaries protect energy, focus, and time. Saying no ensures priorities are honored and distractions minimized. Boundary setting may feel uncomfortable initially, but strengthens consistency and clarity over time. Clear limits prevent wasted effort and reinforce self-respect. Boundaries cultivate a supportive environment for growth. Those who maintain boundaries sustain momentum, maximize efficiency, and achieve long-term results. Delayed gratification strengthens long-term vision. Short-term pleasure often sabotages meaningful outcomes. Small sacrifices compounded over time reinforce discipline, resilience, and foresight. Choosing long-term benefit over comfort builds sustainable momentum and freedom. Those who embrace delayed gratification create results that multiply silently over years. Decision quality determines trajectory. Each choice accumulates into long-term consequences, whether positive or negative. Indecision drains energy and slows progress. Clear priorities enable deliberate, confident action. Automation of routine decisions preserves energy for high-impact choices. Those who manage decisions strategically achieve predictable, sustainable outcomes. Momentum is produced through repeated action. Small, consistent steps overcome resistance and strengthen confidence. Every completed step compounds motivation, identity, and skill. Progress accelerates naturally. Neglecting action causes stagnation, making restart harder over time. Those who maintain motion experience exponential growth, while others hesitate indefinitely. Reflection and simplification sharpen priorities and prevent wasted effort. Overthinking without action produces indecision. Simplifying focus aligns energy with meaningful tasks and reduces distractions. Consistent reflection identifies patterns, corrects errors, and strengthens execution. Those who reflect regularly maintain momentum, refine habits, and accelerate growth. Identity-driven habits compound silently. Small repeated actions reinforce self-image and naturally guide behavior toward desired outcomes. Sporadic effort produces temporary wins but fails to sustain momentum. Consistency automates discipline, focus, and confidence over time. Those who adopt identity-driven routines achieve results that appear effortless but are the product of long-term investment. Resilience grows through repeated exposure to challenges. Avoiding discomfort preserves comfort but limits growth. Every challenge strengthens patience, adaptability, and problem solving. Recovered setbacks compound skill. Repeated difficulties build confidence, endurance, and mental toughness. Those who embrace adversity consistently maintain momentum and achieve sustainable success. Self-talk shapes belief and behavior. Negative internal dialogue erodes confidence. Positive reinforcement strengthens action. Repetition convinces the mind of truth, influencing decisions, habits, and outcomes. Awareness allows conscious correction, converting doubt into momentum and consistent action. Those who manage self-dialogue maintain focus, confidence, and forward progress. Action creates clarity and confidence. Waiting for certainty delays growth, while motion reveals options, strengthens identity, and builds skill. Even imperfect steps generate feedback and learning, which compounds belief and ability. Avoiding action reinforces doubt and stagnation. Those who act consistently achieve exponential growth and minimize regret over time. Patience multiplies results quietly. Strategic pacing allows consistent small efforts to compound effectively. Short-term discomfort strengthens long-term leverage. Mistakes are minimized, and recovery is smoother. Rushing produces errors and consumes unnecessary energy. Those who embrace patience consistently outperform impatient peers and achieve enduring results. Focus multiplies results exponentially. Fragmented attention divides energy and dilutes impact, while concentrated effort accelerates progress. Prioritizing high-value tasks preserves energy and amplifies outcomes. Guarding attention magnifies productivity and ensures sustainable momentum. Those who master focus achieve consistent results that compound silently over time. Consistency reinforces identity, habit, and skill. Daily repetition compounds into predictable long-term outcomes. Sporadic effort produces temporary victories but fails to sustain momentum. Repetition builds resilience and confidence. Daily routines automate progress, reinforcing belief and competence. Those who maintain consistent effort achieve outcomes that appear effortless but result from long-term investment. Reflection ensures alignment with goals and purpose. Awareness identifies patterns and uncovers areas for improvement. Regular evaluation sharpens clarity, strengthens strategy, and optimizes execution. Ignoring reflection allows mistakes to accumulate silently over months or years. Those who reflect consistently refine habits, improve decisions, and maintain momentum. Energy management amplifies performance. Physical, emotional, and mental reserves determine sustainable effort and productivity. Ignoring natural cycles reduces effectiveness. Aligning tasks with high energy periods maximizes output. Strategic rest preserves clarity, focus, and resilience. Neglect leads to burnout and reduced efficiency. Those who manage energy intentionally sustain consistent progress and long-term growth. Identity-driven behavior produces results that last. Beliefs drive actions, and repeated actions reinforce identity over time. Small, deliberate behaviors strengthen self-perception, guiding consistent action naturally. Sustained identity-based routines automate discipline and focus. Those who cultivate identity-driven habits achieve results that appear effortless yet are deliberate and long-term. Failure provides essential feedback. Avoiding mistakes slows growth, while setbacks provide lessons and strategies. Observation transforms adversity into insight, reducing future errors. Repeated recovery strengthens skill, patience, and confidence. Each failure compounds learning and ability. Those who embrace failure intentionally accelerate development and minimize regret. Boundaries protect energy, time, and focus. Saying no ensures priorities are honored and distractions minimized. Boundary setting strengthens consistency and clarity over time. Self-respect is reinforced. Clear boundaries prevent wasted effort and create a supportive environment for growth. Those who maintain boundaries sustain momentum and maximize efficiency. Delayed gratification multiplies results. Short-term comfort often sacrifices long-term achievement. Small, consistent sacrifices reinforce discipline, resilience, and strategic advantage over time. Choosing vision over comfort builds momentum and sustainable freedom. Those who embrace delayed gratification create results that compound silently over years. Decision-making quality determines trajectory. Each choice accumulates into long-term outcomes, positive or negative. Indecision drains energy and stalls progress. Clear priorities enable confident action. Automation of routine decisions preserves energy for high-impact choices. Those who manage decisions strategically achieve predictable, sustainable results. Momentum grows through repeated action. Small, consistent steps overcome resistance and build clarity. Every completed step compounds motivation, belief, and skill. Progress accelerates naturally. Neglecting action leads to stagnation and difficulty. Restarting. Those who maintain momentum experience exponential growth while others remain frozen. Reflection and simplification sharpen priorities and prevent wasted effort. Overthinking without action produces indecision. Simplifying focus aligns energy with meaningful tasks. Noise diminishes and clarity strengthens. Consistent reflection identifies patterns, corrects errors, and improves execution strategy. Those who reflect regularly maintain momentum, refine habits, and accelerate growth. Identity-driven habits compound silently. Repetition reinforces self-image, directing actions naturally toward desired results. Sporadic effort may produce temporary wins but fails to sustain momentum. Consistency automates discipline, focus, and confidence over time. Those who adopt identity-driven routines achieve results that appear effortless but are long-term investments. Resilience develops through repeated exposure to challenges. Avoiding discomfort preserves comfort but limits growth. Each problem strengthens patience, adaptability, and problem-solving. Recovered setbacks compound skill. Repeated challenges build confidence, endurance, and mental toughness. Those who embrace adversity maintain unstoppable momentum and sustainable growth. Self-talk shapes belief, identity, and behavior. Negative dialogue erodes confidence. Positive reinforcement strengthens action. Repetition convinces the mind of truth, impacting decisions, behavior, and outcomes. Awareness allows conscious correction, transforming doubt into momentum and consistent forward motion. Those who manage self-dialogue maintain focus, confidence, and progress toward meaningful results. Action compounds faster than intention. Thinking without execution builds fantasy, while motion transforms dreams into results. Small steps repeated daily generate momentum that accelerates progress. Every completed task reinforces confidence and identity. Avoiding action creates stagnation and regret. Delays silently drain energy and opportunity. Those who act decisively gain clarity, experience an unstoppable forward motion while others hesitate. Focus determines what you become. Attention is energy. Where you place it multiplies results. Distractions fragment effort and delay growth. Guarding attention strengthens productivity, decision-making, and skill development. High-value tasks require deliberate concentration. Every minute matters when invested strategically. Those who protect focus consistently outperform peers and achieve results faster with less effort. Consistency silently creates results that last. Daily habits accumulate into long-term mastery over time. Sporadic effort produces short-term wins but fails to sustain momentum. Repetition builds discipline, confidence, and identity. Momentum grows as repeated actions reinforce purpose. Success becomes a natural byproduct of persistence. Those who remain consistent achieve extraordinary outcomes that appear effortless to outsiders. Reflection transforms mistakes into lessons. Ignoring patterns allows repeated errors and wasted time. Daily evaluation highlights inefficiencies and uncovers opportunities for improvement. Awareness drives smarter action. Learning from both successes and failures accelerates growth. Reflection compounds knowledge and confidence. Those who reflect consistently sharpen execution, maintain momentum, and maximize long-term results. Energy management is the hidden key to high performance. Physical, mental, and emotional reserves dictate sustainable action. Ignoring cycles of energy leads to fatigue, poor decisions, and stalled momentum. Aligning tasks with peak energy maximizes output. Strategic recovery enhances focus, resilience, and clarity. Burnout erodes both motivation and potential. Those who manage energy intentionally sustain effort and accelerate long-term growth quietly but powerfully. Identity drives behavior more than motivation. Who you believe you are determines repeated actions and eventual outcomes. Small behaviors, repeated daily, reinforce identity and automate progress. Intentional habits shape long-term results. Over time, identity-based routines guide decisions naturally, reducing resistance and increasing consistency. Those who cultivate identity-driven habits achieve results that appear effortless, yet are deliberate and long-term. Failure is a teacher, not a punishment. Avoiding mistakes delays growth and creates regret. Every setback carries insight into what works and what does not. Recovery strengthens resilience, patience, and skill. Repeated exposure to failure builds confidence, competence, and mental toughness. Mistakes compound learning. Those who embrace failure strategically accelerate development and minimize future regret. Boundaries protect your most valuable resources, time, energy, and focus. Saying no preserves priorities and prevents wasted effort. Setting boundaries initially feels uncomfortable, but long-term benefits include clarity, consistency, and self-respect. Boundaries reinforce identity and create a supportive environment for sustained growth. Those who maintain strong boundaries consistently achieve results, while others succumb to distraction. Delayed gratification multiplies impact. Sacrificing short-term comfort strengthens discipline and reinforces long-term vision. Small sacrifices repeated consistently compound over time, building momentum and resilience. Choosing long-term outcomes over temporary satisfaction aligns actions with purpose and identity. Those who master delayed gratification create lasting results and maintain freedom and focus. Decision-making quality shapes life quietly. Each choice compounds into long-term consequences, shaping identity and outcomes. Indecision drains energy, wastes time, and stalls progress. Clear priorities enable deliberate, confident action. Routine decisions should be automated, freeing mental energy for high-impact choices. Those who manage decisions strategically maintain consistent forward motion and achieve predictable outcomes. Momentum is generated through repeated action. Even small steps taken consistently overcome resistance and build confidence. Each action compounds motivation, skill, and belief in ability. Progress becomes visible over time. Neglecting consistent steps creates stagnation, making future action more difficult. Those who maintain motion experience exponential growth, while others remain frozen by hesitation. Reflection and simplification sharpen focus and prevent wasted effort. Overthinking without action produces indecision. Simplifying priorities allows energy to flow toward high-impact tasks. Noise is minimized, and clarity increases. Consistent reflection uncovers patterns, corrects errors, and strengthens strategy. Those who reflect regularly refine habits, accelerate growth, and maintain sustainable momentum. Identity-driven behavior compounds silently. Daily actions reinforce beliefs, guiding decisions and habits naturally toward desired outcomes. Sporadic effort produces temporary results but fails to sustain momentum. Consistency automates discipline, focus, and confidence. Those who adopt identity-driven routines achieve long-term results that appear effortless to outsiders. Resilience grows through repeated challenges. Avoiding discomfort preserves comfort but limits growth. Every problem faced strengthens patience, adaptability, and problem-solving skills. Each recovered setback compounds competence. Repeated exposure to difficulty develops confidence, endurance, and mental toughness. Those who embrace adversity maintain unstoppable momentum and long-term sustainable success. Self-talk shapes belief in performance. Negative dialogue weakens action, while positive reinforcement strengthens confidence and persistence. Repetition convinces the mind of truth, influencing habits, decisions, and outcomes. Awareness allows conscious correction, converting doubt into momentum. Those who manage self-dialogue maintain focus, confidence, and consistent forward motion. Action produces clarity. Waiting for certainty delays growth, while motion reveals options and strengthens identity. Even imperfect steps generate feedback, experience, and learning, which compounds skill and belief. Avoiding action reinforces fear, doubt, and stagnation. Those who act consistently create exponential growth and minimize regret over time. Patience multiplies results silently. Strategic pacing allows consistent small actions to compound over time. Short-term discomfort strengthens long-term leverage and reduces mistakes. Rushing produces errors and wastes energy, slowing progress. Those who embrace patience consistently outperform impatient peers and achieve enduring success. Focus multiplies effort exponentially. Divided attention dilutes results, while sustained concentration accelerates progress. Prioritizing high-value work ensures energy flows toward meaningful outcomes. Guarding focus preserves productivity and maintains sustainable momentum. Those who master attention achieve consistent results and long-term growth. Consistency reinforces identity, skill, and habits. Daily repetition compounds quietly into extraordinary results. Sporadic effort may produce temporary gains but fails to sustain momentum. Routine action automates progress, builds confidence, and strengthens identity over time. Those who maintain consistent effort achieve outcomes that appear effortless but are the product of long-term work. Reflection ensures alignment with purpose. Awareness reveals patterns, strengthens strategy, and uncovers inefficiencies. Ignoring reflection allows mistakes to compound silently over weeks, months, and years. Regular evaluation sharpens focus, improves decisions, and accelerates progress. Those who reflect consistently optimize results and maintain sustainable momentum. Energy management is critical for sustainable performance. Physical, mental, and emotional reserves dictate output and consistency. Neglecting energy cycles reduces capacity and increases errors. Aligning tasks with peak energy enhances results. Strategic recovery preserves clarity, focus, and resilience. Burnout erodes momentum and diminishes potential. Those who manage energy intentionally sustain effort and accelerate long-term growth. Identity drives action more than motivation. Belief shapes behavior, and repeated actions reinforce self-perception. Small, deliberate behaviors performed consistently reinforce identity and automate progress. Sustained identity-driven routines reduce friction and strengthen decision-making. Those who cultivate identity-based habits achieve long-term results that appear effortless but are deliberate. Failure is a necessary teacher. Avoiding mistakes delays growth, while setbacks provide insight, lessons, and strategy. Recovering from challenges builds skill, resilience, and patience. Each failure compounds learning and competence. Repeated exposure to mistakes strengthens confidence and mental toughness. Those who embrace failure intentionally accelerate development and minimize future regret. Boundaries preserve energy, focus, and time. Saying no ensures priorities, receive attention and distractions are minimized. Initially uncomfortable, boundary setting develops clarity, consistency, and self-respect. Boundaries prevent wasted effort and cultivate an environment conducive to growth. Those who maintain boundaries sustain momentum, maximize efficiency, and achieve results. Delayed gratification multiplies impact. Short-term satisfaction often sacrifices long-term success. Small, repeated sacrifices strengthen discipline, reinforce vision, and build momentum. Choosing long-term outcomes over comfort ensures consistent growth and sustained results. Those who embrace delayed gratification create results that multiply silently over time. Decision-making shapes life outcomes. Each choice compounds over time, influencing identity, habits, and results. Indecision wastes energy, delays progress, and increases risk. Prioritization enables confident action. Automation of routine decisions frees mental resources for high-impact choices. Those who manage decisions strategically maintain forward momentum and predictably achieve results. Momentum comes from repeated action. Small, consistent steps break resistance and strengthen clarity. Each action compounds belief, motivation, and skill. Progress becomes evident over time. Neglecting motion creates stagnation and difficulty restarting. Those who maintain consistent steps experience exponential growth while others hesitate. Reflection and simplification sharpen focus and prevent wasted effort. Overthinking without action produces indecision. Simplifying priorities aligns energy with meaningful tasks and increases clarity. Regular reflection uncovers patterns, corrects errors, and strengthens execution strategy. Those who reflect consistently maintain momentum, refine habits, and accelerate growth. Identity-driven habits compound silently. Repetition strengthens self-image, directing behavior toward desired results naturally. Sporadic effort produces temporary results, but fails to sustain momentum. Consistency automates discipline, focus, and confidence over time. Those who cultivate identity-driven routines achieve long-term results that appear effortless. Resilience is developed through repeated challenges. Avoiding discomfort preserves comfort but limits capability. Each challenge strengthens patience, problem-solving, and adaptability. Recovered setbacks compound skill. Repeated exposure builds confidence, endurance, and mental toughness. Those who embrace adversity maintain unstoppable momentum and long-term sustainable success. Your future is being written by the choices you make today. Every small decision, every repeated habit, every step forward compounds silently into the life you will live tomorrow. Stop letting fear, doubt, and distraction steal your potential. Stop waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. The truth is simple. Action, consistency, focus, and deliberate effort are the only things that guarantee results. Regret is not born from mistakes. It is born from inaction. Every excuse, delay, or hesitation steals time you can never reclaim. Every fear you let control your actions quietly shapes a future you will wish you had changed. But the good news is this: you are never too late to start. The moment you take responsibility, embrace discipline, and commit to intentional action, your life begins to shift. Momentum is your silent ally. Every small, deliberate step builds confidence, skill, and belief in yourself. Every challenge you face strengthens resilience, patience, and determination. Every setback becomes a lesson rather than a roadblock. Those who refuse to quit, who keep showing up consistently, who focus on their highest priorities, and who protect their energy will create results that feel effortless but are the product of long-term deliberate investment. Stop sabotaging your future. Stop trading temporary comfort for lasting progress. Build habits that reflect the person you want to become. Protect your focus, manage your energy, and embrace challenges as opportunities. Let your identity guide your actions, not fleeting motivation. Your potential is limitless, but it only grows when you take intentional, repeated action. Start today, start now, Take control of your choices, your habits, and your mindset. Let patience, consistency, and focus guide every step you take. Your best life is not waiting for luck. It is waiting for your deliberate, disciplined effort. The life you dream of, the freedom you desire, the success you deserve. It all begins with the decisions you make right here, right now. Remember this: your future is not given, it is earned. Every step you take today shapes the person you will become tomorrow. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Take control, act boldly, and build the life you were meant to live. Your best days are ahead, and they start with you.